everyone, my name is Siddhi Kulkarni and today I'll be presenting the project I did for my machine learning for business analytics class, which is done in RapidMiner. It is a hotel cancellation prediction model which can predict if the reservation will be cancelled or not. The purpose of this project is to understand if why the why the cancellations are happening and which are the biggest predictors for hotel cancellation. So I'll be sharing my RapidMiner screen. I'll be showing you the process and I'll be showing you the PowerPoint presentation I did for my class. So let's start with RapidMiner. So to give the context of my data, I retrieved it from Kaggle and I'll be sharing my screen now to show you the RapidMiner process and I'll show you my PowerPoint presentation as well. Let's start with the RapidMiner. This is my RapidMiner screen. To give you context of the data, it is from Kaggle and it had more than 119,000 rows. But since we only use a downsized version, I have used this dataset which I got from the original one, which has only 10,000 rows. So I've tried to use most of the diverse rows to understand the biggest predictors. Uh, but it contains the most important predictors, that is city hotel and resort hotel, which is very important. The data set only had two different types of hotel. It is city hotel and resort hotel, and I've tried to use most of it. The next one I did is select attributes. So now we'll be running, I'll just be explaining my process on how I did it here. So it is select attributes. I have used these attributes, which I thought were really, really important, as the original dataset had more than 32, and some of them were not really necessary. The next one I used, next operator I used was numerical to binomial. It's for my is cancel, which is my target variable. From my data set, is cancel is really important predictor as it is my target variable. Then ADR, which is average daily rate. Lead time, which is the time from the reservation to the actual arrival, and the deposit type is really, really important predictors. Then it's the set row, which is set to label for my target variable. Then I have used multiply operator to run different models. So for this project, I have used three different models, which is logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest. And I have used different model evaluation matrix to understand which one works the best, and finally to understand which predicts the cancellations better, or which variable is really, really important for predicting cancellations. So I'll be running through everything. The next one, I have also used correlation matrix and neural networks to just add to my research to see if they are a good predictors of this. So let's start with the first one, which is logistic regression. So once logistic regression model is run, it looks like this. And this one gives you a basic idea of which one is better by the p-value. As p-value is closer to zero, you understand that it is really, really important. As well, what's the important predictor ADR? As you can see in the first row, the p-value is zero and the coefficient is negative 0.013. So all the other predictors were also checked, and these are really, really important ones. Another one for logistic regression is the attribute weight table, which is really good to predict which one has the bigger weight in terms of cancellation. The next one would be decision tree. As you can see in the decision tree itself as well, ADR, deposit type, and the lead time were really important predictors. Uh, the predictors I have found in different processes, they have different varieties, but these three are common in most of them. Then is the random forest, which also predicted the similar thing. Now towards the performance matrix, as you can see, down decision tree had accuracy of 89.80%. The random forest had 89.75%, and the important one, logistic regression, had 90.60%. So for my result, I have used logistic regression as the main predictor or the main model because of its accuracy, and it's easier to use as well. In accordance to that, we also use the correlation matrix, which has attribute weight here as well, which is a really great representation, especially visually. It helps you understand which variable affects the cancellation most. So as you can see from this, all of these predictors, there can be multiple of it, but since these three were really significant, as you can see it all throughout different methods, I have decided to go ahead with these three. So that's the RapidMiner process, and I'll be showing you my PowerPoint presentation as well. So this is how I predicted, or this is how I presented my predictions. Okay, start. So this is my presentation for hotel booking cancellations, which I gave on my in my course. So it gave you the objectives. So the important objectives for this project was to minimize losses during cancellations, to enhance operations and optimize strategy. So if you already have the predictions beforehand, it'll be easier for us to make a strategy based on that, give incentive to people who are about to cancel, and have another strategies to not have a lot of cancellations or to reverse our losses. The data description. As I told you before, the number of rows were very high. We just downsized it to 10,000 to get a better idea of the model. The methodology. As I explained in the RapidMiner process, I have used three different methods: logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest, out of which I have selected logistic regression for its accuracy, for its easier to use, and its interpretability as well. It is very easier to understand for a person who doesn't know about machine learning as well. Then the results. As with the accuracy of logistic regression, it was 90.60%. I have used that as a primary model, but I have also used answers or results from different models to confirm our analysis. And from those, the very important ones that stood out were these three: ADR, deposit type, and lead time. So, as I mentioned before, lead time is the number of days. ADR is the price of that particular day, and deposit type is non-refundable or refundable. As you see, non-refundable deposits are really easier to cancel. So if you can have guests pay the deposits beforehand, would be easier. And if we just change the lead time to like a smaller window, it would be easier for us as well. So from this results, I would be giving out recommendation to the hotels who will be using this model. The hotels can change ADR according to the cancellation prediction for that period. Some of the logistic regression table shows that if the ADR increases, it is very highly unlikely that the prediction will be that the cancellation will be sure, because people with who are paying higher rate would not cancel. Hotels can motivate guests to make non-refundable deposits with discounts or perks to confirm the bookings, which should be really easier for them to stay in within the hotel. Then hotels can send out reminders for bookings with like longer lead times for them to confirm that they'll be coming, so there won't be cancellations. And overbooking strategy would be really important for higher cancellation days. These are the recommendations from my side if we are using this model. This model is 90% accurate. Logistic regression is really one important factor to use. Anyways, I would like to thank you for watching my presentation. And this was a really great experience in understanding RapidMiner and how easier it is to use, and different methods that can help you with prediction models and how to interpret this. So, thank you.